What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Tanya and this is my crazy fertility journey. As you can tell by the title of this video, I have a whole lot going on, so let's get right into it. At the beginning of February, you guys know that I went to my general endocrinologist and I got my results back for my thyroid uptake scan. She found out that that test said that I had Graves' disease, and when she looked at my lab work, my blood work, she realized that the results of my thyroid scan and my blood work aren't both consistent with someone who would have Graves' disease. So that was a red flag for her, and she said, hey, something is going on in your body. I want to figure it out. Let me just run all these labs so we can look at the whole picture and figure out exactly what's going on with you, so we're not treating one specific thing when there's something else making that thing happen. So in my case, I've always thought that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, and in November I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. My endocrinologist was like, yeah, you kind of got caught up in the world of specialty where everybody specializes in one thing and they're focused on that one thing instead of the big picture that could be causing that one thing to happen. So because of that, I told you guys that for the most part, all of my labs came back normal. However, in the middle of my 2-week wait, I found out that my prolactin levels came back elevated. So for my doctor sent me, how many pages? I don't know. I have a bunch of pages. This is like 6 or 7 pages of labs that she had done. These are all from LabCorp. My prolactin levels, let me find it. Okay, so for my prolactin, my levels came back at 42.8. On this, according to the lab, the level should be between 4.8 and 23.3. So clearly my labs were elevated. I also had DHEA that was elevated, and also my testosterone was elevated higher than normal range. So they didn't say anything about that, but because my prolactin came back high, which isn't the first time, by the way, that my prolactin levels came back high. Back in 2016, January 2016, early in my TTC journey, my prolactin levels came back high. It's just that none of my doctors have paid attention to it at all throughout my entire journey. So had someone paid attention to that and really looked into it, then it could have saved me a lot of time, heartache, and pain, okay? Most of you guys know that I had a miscarriage. I also had a chemical pregnancy, and all of this frustration I have gone through could have been avoided had somebody on my medical team up until this point just paid attention to what was really going on with me. So because my prolactin levels are high though, they recommended that I get an MRI. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that yesterday I had that MRI, and this morning I got a call back from my nurse saying that you do have a pituitary microadenoma or prolactinoma. I've seen some people reference both of those names for the tumor. So it's a small tumor on my pituitary gland, which is right up in here between my eyes somewhere, right at the base of my brain. And the pituitary gland is about the size of a pea. So the tumor I have is on that small gland, so my tumor is smaller than the size of a pea. So it's a very small tumor. It's just wreaking havoc in my body because it's making my hormones just go kind of crazy and causing infertility and other issues that I'll touch on when I list all of these symptoms I have. That's what I found out this morning, and I'm not afraid or anything like that. I think because of my endocrinologist being so set on figuring out everything that's going on with me and helping me on this journey and making sure I'm healthy and making sure I have a healthy pregnancy. She wants to work with my reproductive endocrinologist just so the team can get me through a whole healthy pregnancy, you know. Because of her drive and determination, I feel very comfortable. I feel very confident, because I have faith in the God that I serve. I feel very confident. And also because I'm going to therapy, you guys, I have been struggling, okay? And I started going to therapy once a week, and it has really helped me with keeping a more positive mindset and having a different outlook on this situation, instead of being down and sad about myself and just feeling sorry for myself. You know, I have this new outlook and I feel really good about it. And another thing is, I'm just happy. You can hear my dog running up the steps. I'm just happy to finally know what is going on, what's causing all these problems with my body. Now I know something is gonna get done. It's gonna get fixed. So, treatment. As far as treatment, there's a couple things that can be done. There are 2 different types of medication that I've done since I've done a little bit of research, trying to look on YouTube and forums and Google. There's 2 medications that people are taking. One is bromocriptine and the other one is cabergoline. And then you take those medications to try to shrink the tumor, or your doctor wants to go that route. You don't have to get your head cut open or anything to have the tumor removed. They can go up through your nose to get to it, and they can get rid of it that way. I know men can have high prolactin as well, and a lot of times men don't know that they have it until it starts to mess with their vision, because it's so close to your optic nerve. It can actually cause some people to go blind. You guys know I've had issues with my vision too, which we'll get to. Yeah, so those are the treatment options. My treatment will be cabergoline to try and shrink it. It is a very small tumor, so they're going to try to shrink it. I have a 13-week supply. I have it here. Here's the cabergoline. They're very small tablets that I have to take, and I have to take half a tablet twice a week, and that's all. The only thing I know though is that a lot of people complain about nausea, stomach aches, and some very nasty side effects with this. So I do plan on taking it at night before I go to bed, so that I can sleep all of the side effects away. That's what I'll be doing for treatment for mine, and my next appointment with my general endocrinologist is April the 16th. We'll check my labs again then to see if things are going down, so she'll know if the tumor is shrinking or not. I just hope I don't have to get another MRI. So for the symptoms that I have been experiencing, some of them for a long time, and I've just associated them to having PCOS, are, I made myself a list so I don't forget anything, but making breast milk. Once I got my birth control removed in 2015, I didn't have a cycle for about 5 months, but my breasts started hurting very early on. Like, it felt like bricks were under my skin. Like, it hurt really bad. My breasts would get really big. Everything just got big, if you know what I mean. And I noticed the little like nodule things that come up that kind of look like bumps or something. I noticed they came up. I will always see like, I always see the blue spidery veins, just mostly around like my areola or whatever. They don't go all the way up or nothing, but I noticed them. And then I always have these weird sensations in my boobs, like almost, I always want to say waves. I don't know. These were the kind of like pulsating sensations, and sometimes it's like sharp pains. But I've been having this issue since I had my birth control removed. I had the Nexplanon, and since all that's boob stuff has been going on, it's never occurred to me that my body has been trying to produce breast milk this whole time. It wasn't until I found another girl here on YouTube who actually has dealt with her tumor for a while. She has had 2 successful pregnancies, which is how I found her, because, you know, I went looking on YouTube to see how other women were dealing with this and the symptoms. that come with it. Yeah, she described once she actually had a baby, the breast milk coming in was the same sensation that she had experienced, but she had also had breast milk leakage before she ever conceived, and I haven't had any leakage, which is another reason it never really occurred to me. It's just, I guess my boobs have just kind of been preparing it every month, and then it's drying up because they really, after my cycle starts, they really almost shrink. I don't know, it's just been crazy. But every month when I've been trying to conceive, I've just been like, oh yeah, I have breast tenderness, I have the veins, I have these little things coming up, like, you know, the little milk duct things coming up. And I'm like, maybe all of that has just been in my head, when actually no, it's the symptom of having high prolactin. It's producing breast milk, or breast milk leaking from your breasts. So another symptom I've had are headaches and vision problems. You guys know back in January I had issues with my eyes and stuff, and my eyes shifting back and forth all crazy, and it's uncontrollable. Excess body hair, which I've always associated with PCOS. The body hair is out of control. I'm a monkey, so I don't know. Anovulation or no ovulation, clearly there's no baby. I haven't been ovulating, even though my ovulation test strips have been reading my LH surge. I haven't actually ovulated. Irregular cycles, even though the past couple months have been fairly regular, I have had very irregular cycles. The latest one last year, I had like 118-day cycle. And tiredness, you guys know I mentioned that as well. I'm always tired, I'm always drained, I never have any kind of energy, and that is a symptom of this tumor. And the last thing I'm going to mention is depression and anxiety, which I'm going to do a whole video on. But yes, you guys, it's been something, okay? All these symptoms and stuff, it just blew my mind how I've associated all of these things to other things, and this whole time I have had a tumor. Yeah, you guys, through this whole thing, I just have to stay positive. I can't let this beat me. I can't let it get me down. I have to keep pushing. I have to keep taking those steps, putting one foot in front of the other. I have to keep moving. I have to. I can't get defeated now, because I'm so close. I'm so close, and I'm a Taurus, if you guys don't know. I'm a Taurus, I'm stubborn, and I have my mindset on making this baby, and so I'm gonna do it, okay? The baby is gonna come. I just gotta be patient, but it's gonna come, and I'm gonna do what I have to do to get there. So I also have on my Heart of a Warrior t-shirt today. I got this t-shirt to support a couple on Instagram who dealt with some issues conceiving. They did a bonfire fundraiser to raise money to help them with their IVF funds, and so I thought this shirt and the saying on it was perfect, because you have to battle this infertility stuff, and you have to take it on with a warrior mentality to get through it. If you're getting through this, if you've been going through this, you are strong for being able to go through it, because a lot of people just cannot. I have to do it, you guys. I have to get through this. So what's next for me is my pre-op appointment on March 11th. I have a pre-op for my hysteroscopy on March 29th. At that appointment, we'll also be going over what the plan of action will probably be for me, hopefully in April, when we get to start our IUIs. I let them know today about my new diagnosis, so I'll be bringing everything that I have with me to my appointment so that my reproductive endocrinologist can formulate a plan of action for us. My husband on March 18th will be going to do his sperm freezing because he's in the military and I need him to leave some behind for me when he's going in and out, because he won't always be able to be home at the right time when I'm doing these treatments and stuff. And so we aren't held up any longer. We're pretty much proceeding with me trying to conceive as if I'm a single person using donor sperm. So that's just how we're gonna go about our journey. I wish that we could do it the natural way, but we're gonna do sperm freezing so that we can have this baby. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, you guys, they're telling me that I have to take birth control. So I have it here. I have to take all the white pills. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to start on Sunday. I don't know if you're supposed to start on the first day of your, oh, day 3. Okay, so I start these on Sunday, March 3rd. I'll start because today is cycle day 1 for me. So I'll start these on Sunday, and I have to take all the white ones in order to thin out my uterine lining for my hysteroscopy so that they can get a clear view of my uterus, so that they can make sure they remove all polyps and don't leave anything behind. Another thing I want to let you guys know that I'm doing is I've started myself a healthcare journal, I guess. I got this from, I think, like TJ Maxx for like $4.99. But I thought it would be helpful for my husband if anything should ever happen to me. He has a list of all of my doctors, all of their phone numbers, all the medication I'm taking, all the vitamins I'm taking, all of my diagnosis, when I was diagnosed, all of that stuff I'm putting in this journal from now on, so that even when I go to the doctors, I can bring it with me, take my notes. Everything is all in one notebook, because I can't have an issue like this prolactin issue happen again with things falling through the crack. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't really have any other, I don't have any more updates or whatever, but I want to thank you guys for always supporting me, always rooting me on. I am rooting for you guys too. I'm praying for you guys too. I appreciate all the support. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video for some positive vibes my way, because I need them. Make sure you guys share this video for women who may be around you, who may be suffering as well, who may need that boost of positivity, or they just need to know they're not in this alone. Ladies, you are not alone in this. I'm telling you, I go through it too. It is not all flower fields on this end, okay? I struggle like everybody else struggles. Yeah, you guys, we're gonna get our babies. Our babies are coming. Our babies are coming. Our babies are coming. So nothing but positive vibe. We're gonna get these babies. We have to be patient. I know everybody hates hearing that. I hate hearing it too. But we gotta be patient. Take it a day at a time. We're gonna get there. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.